Hi Leo, this is your weekly reading. Before I forget, I just wanted to remember to ask you to like, share, and subscribe. Also, if you leave a one-word question in the comments, I would love to pull a card for you. So let's get started with your reading. Spirit, what message do you have for Leo? What message do you have for Leo? Spirit, what message do you have for Leo? Oops. Spirit, what message do you have for Leah? I feel like I wanted to shuffle it a little bit more for some reason. I feel like my hands are slippery. What message do you have for Leah? Okay, we've got the Knight of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Chariot. Look at that. And then we have the... This is the Lenormand deck. It's tiny but mighty, but I really like this one. Let me see. Not sure if any of you guys are on social media, but I feel like with all these swords, I didn't know if you maybe started a YouTube or other platforms. Either way, it looks successful, that's for sure. And we have Fox, we have, oh my goodness, the Star and the Mountain. Look at that. Oh, I just realized half my deck was over here, and we have Bear. That's like a mama bear, taking action. I feel like I need to pull another one since the other half was on the thing, but I feel like that's a message right there in itself. Oh, the Child. Okay. And then also I like this deck. It's our inner self. Sometimes these days I feel like life's so busy we don't listen to our inner self. So Spirit, do you have any inner information for Leo? Let's see, any inner information? Pull yourself close. Do what you need to do. And disappointment is not the end. Listen. I was looking at the bottom of the deck. It says, listen, your inner child has something to say. So definitely listening closely would be great. So you have the Knight of Swords. It says decisive, focused, driven, defensive, events that move with great speed. Choose intellectual responses to challenges rather than emotional. Sudden or unexpected changes. Review your options carefully. But I definitely feel like, especially as fast as this is going, and then you also have the Chariot, they're moving at a great speed. I definitely can tell there's some movement in whatever, anything you're, trying to reach, destination or, success or any of that kind of stuff. I feel like, you're definitely, sometimes there's certain cards that show that you're kind of like moving slowly, but this is all, the Chariot and all of this is fast movement. And especially with the Fox, I know people get different interpretations with the Fox, but I kind of see it as Robin Hood. He's helping the poor, and he has a strategy. He steals from the rich, helps the poor. But I feel like this is you being strategic to reach your final destination, and whatever that may be. I definitely feel he's successful because he strategizes. I tell people all that all the time. I think sometimes, they have all these ideas and they want all this stuff, but they don't realize, you got to do research. You got to do research, sometimes even in relationships, and you got to do research at work, and you got to do research parenting. Like we all could learn a little something. If we don't learn anything, how are we going to do better at it? And I feel like this is being strategic to reach a goal. And it says here, pull yourself close. Every part of your being is deserving of love. So not technically a love reading, but but it definitely says like you're deserving of love, and pull yourself closer. Sometimes it could be self-love, that we all need. I think sometimes, we have high expectations of ourselves, and, we don't give ourselves enough love. Like, hey, I am doing a great job. I am. It kind of reminds me, sorry, I feel like Spirit's like telling me something. It's going really fast, so I'm trying to relay the message, but I feel like Spirit's trying to say like that, Miley Cyrus songs, I can buy myself flowers, I can write my name in the sand and all that stuff. I could talk to myself for hours, I think sometimes we're looking for other people to fulfill our needs, but right here, it's telling you maybe to love yourself, buy yourself flowers, reach your destination. You don't have to wait for the one. You don't have to wait until that promotion. I mean, do it now, take action, love yourself, believe in yourself, encourage yourself. I don't know why that Miley Cyrus song came in my head, but I feel like Spirit was trying to send that to somebody. But and here we have the Page of Swords, logical, perceptive, insightful, blunt and excellent, intellectual, challenge, brilliant, insights, information that you need but might be challenging to receive. Review all documents very carefully. The Page of Pentacles, it kind of always reminds me of that kid pulling the sword out of the wood or whatever, but I definitely feel like it's a new beginning, especially because it's, one sword. You're trying to reach that destination, and especially with the Star card, I mean, you can see she's in the spotlight, and this is a wish granted. So I'm not sure if you're wishing for something or wanting to attain something, but I definitely feel with the star, a wish is being granted, and definitely you being in the spotlight, and hey Leo, enjoy that spotlight. And it says, do what you need to do. It may be difficult, but now is the time. So do whatever it is you need to do, but I can definitely tell you'll be enjoying that celebration. You'll be in the spotlight, everybody giving you your moment to shine. Sometimes we all need that. We need that, our little moment to shine. All of us have our strengths, but sometimes we each need our individual time to shine. But we have the Chariot here, rewards that come from hard work, successful balancing many priorities at once, determination and willpower, public recognition. So like here you have the star, wish granted, being in the spotlight, and then it says public recognition, and you can tell here the Chariot is going, but paired with the mountain, I mean, I feel like you're climbing that mountain and aiming to get to the top of that mountain, and with your wish granted, I feel like the top of that mountain will be reached. And with the Chariot going there, it's going in that direction, so you're definitely going to reach that goal. I'm not sure. It seems like it has to be soon, because you have the Page of Swords and then you have the Chariot. It definitely seems like that destination will be here shortly. And I know I pulled an extra card, but I feel like this is our inner child. It says a child, but sometimes I feel like this is our inner child, that when you reach that destination, to really enjoy it. I mean, to take the time. I know once we reach a destination, we're already planning for the next destination rather than bringing out the child within us and enjoying, celebrating that milestone that we reached. But I believe you, Leo. I know you're going to have a little good time. I have so many Leo friends, and I always say you guys bring out the fun in other signs. Some of us other signs are a little more uptight, and we need, more Leos in our lives to bring out the fun. So I have a feeling it won't be hard for you to bring out your inner child and have a good time to celebrate. Disappointment is not the end. There is hope even in the darkest of nights. So sometimes like our goals are reached, but maybe not in the way we thought. But I don't know if you see right here, this really, really bright star, and you have the star right here. So your destination will be met. You will reach that goal you're striving for, but just always have hope in your darkest nights. I think it's probably telling you just don't give up, because you're almost there. I mean, I think a lot of us want things instantly, and having this here shows you that the destination will be met. It just, may be a little bit, but not long at all, because it definitely seems with the star and the Chariot, it's going to be here before you know it. So I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you in the next reading. Thank you. Bye.